I think it's really important to kind of continue to open the debate about sexuality because I think it's a grey area with a few pink spots. Anybody that can say 100% I am anything is mad.
Well, I mean, I've never actually tried it, but, you know, never say never.
Exactly.
Perhaps we should do a deal. You go with a woman and I'll go with a bloke, and we'll come back
Why don't we
next
do it
week.
together?
Well... that'd
See
be...
who gets left out.
Yeah. It'd be great television, wouldn't it?
I was thinking of something more
We
intimate.
could call it Big Bugger.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Nowadays, you're a super hip, cool DJ.
I am. Well, I don't know about that, but
Well, you
I
are,
try.
though. It's about
I
the coolest
try.
thing to be now.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So, you've been a pop star and you've been a DJ. What's best?
Well, it's all music. It's all creativity. The difference between, I think, singing and DJing is that you can't really take people through the same array of emotions as a DJ. You've got to actually keep people on this kind of continual high because they're all off their heads. So you're like this kind of, you know, sort of ringmaster for a drug fest. Whereas at a pop concert, you can make people cry, you can make them laugh, you can have silly bits, you know, and that's the difference.
We've got a clip of you DJing in Bosnia.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like a... That must have been a strange experience.
It was, because that track that you just played,
Yeah.
the lyric is, you know, his arse is mine. That was my opening tune.
Oh, dude.
Because I walked into this club and it was so butch.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole experience was butch, you know, staying with the army, driving around in trucks, sleeping in literally a bunker. You know, I was sleeping in this little room. They added flowers and fruit and an ironing board, which was very kind of them. But I had to keep going down to the sort of Czech sort of department 2 floors along to shower and shave. So every time I left the building, I'd be surrounded by these quite butch Czech soldiers, which wasn't entirely painful, but,
No.
you know, without your makeup on at 8:30 in the morning, desperate to pee, it's not a good look. But it was a fantastic experience, and I would go back.
Yeah.
Absolutely in a flash.
I went to a sort of rehearsed reading of a musical. It was in a little basement just off Old Street in East London. And all these people with scripts, and there was a band there and stuff. And the musical was called Taboo.
Yes.
And it's the story, kind of your life, I guess.
It's a story of a bunch of people during the New Romantic period in London. People like Marilyn, Steve Strange, myself, Lee Bowery. It's a whole host of people. These kind of dysfunctional creatures who came from equally dysfunctional families in the suburbs, came to the centre of London and sort of formed this new family, this clubbing family.
Yeah.
And it actually is on now, opens in January in the venue, which is the ex-Notre Dame Hall.
Yeah.
Tickets are on sale. And the guy playing me is a Scottish guy called Ewan Morton. Last Friday we did a photo session with him in my look, and it was the most spooky, unsettling experience of my entire life. Because it was like seeing myself at 19.
Because when I went there, so we were in a small basement, and the guy sang Do You Really Want to Hurt Me, the guy who was playing you.
Yeah.
And you were in the room as well, and I think everyone in the room had the hairs go up on the back of their neck when he sang it. So for you, it must have been very strange.
It was strange, but I was kind of looking at the bigger picture. Actually, I was just desperate to leave. I actually ran out of the building 10 minutes before the end because I couldn't deal with whether people liked it or hated it. I saw you there.
Yeah.
Brian May from Queen, that was enough.
Yeah.
I was like, get me out of here.
Me and Brian were at everything. Are you courting at the moment?
I was recently seeing somebody who dumped me last week.
Oh, God, I'm sorry I brought that up.
No, I'm glad you brought it up.
Oh, right.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, dear.
His name's Julian.
Right. How long had that
I
been?
hope your mum's watching as well.
Does she not know?
She's a lot nicer than you are.
Are you looking for Mr. Right, George?
No, I found Mr. Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who is he?
He's gone.
Oh, God. Now you're Mr. Left.
Yeah. I truly am.
So, well, I'm sorry about that, but someone will turn up.
They will, I know. They always do. They're like buses, man.
Yeah. Yeah. What, you get on the back? No. So you've done most stuff now. What have you got any ambitions left? Is there something that you would really, really like to do? I mean, professionally, you know, maybe. What's something you'd like to achieve?
I think the musical for me is important because I honestly really don't believe that I'm respected as a songwriter in this country. People think of me as a quip, as a guy in a hat with big eyebrows, and people forget that I make music. So for me, this project is hugely important because it will establish my ability as a songwriter.
Well, I found it really, because I don't remember the 80s, because I was drunk.
Well, I was drugged, so yeah.
But I found it really, I really did enjoy it. I saw it in its early stage. I thought it was great. I hope it's a big success. Thanks a lot for coming on, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Boy George.